The following program is an opinion program. The opinions expressed by the hosts and guests of this program are not the opinions of the management, staff, and advertisers of this station. Please direct all criticism, concern, and adulation to the hosts of this program.
Welcome back to Alabama Politics. This week, I am Dale Jackson. I'm a radio talk show, so you can hear my shows all over the state of Alabama from 5 until 9 a.m. on WVNN in Huntsville, and then from 10 until 11 on Talk 99.5 in Birmingham, and WLWI down in Montgomery, the legendary News Radio 1440 AM. And you can hear it again from 10 until 11 on WVNN in Huntsville. With me, as always, Mecca Musick. She is the CEO of 256today.com, smart news for smart people. We're very excited about our guest this week, Jeremy Walker. He'll be joining us, and we're going to have a conversation with him. He is the CEO of the Realtors here in the great state of Alabama. We're going to talk with him about a couple of things going on with the market and some legislation that was passed. We'll get into all of that in a little bit. I've got a party shot for you about town halls that we'll get into, which will probably be a little different than what you've been hearing, but that's why you watch this show. Right now, let's go ahead and get to it. Let's get to the 2-minute warning. All right, Becca, a lot happened this week, and apparently one of those things is Tommy Tuberville continues to tell us that he is running for governor by saying that he's not sure if he's running for governor. He says, never say never. You hear that a lot. And you also hear things like, I don't like it in D.C., and it would be better to be like a CEO of Alabama. You could be more impactful. We've talked about this a couple of times. We've heard a lot of people talk about this as well, Becca. He's running, right? Tommy Tuberville, the senator, is running for governor.
Absolutely. We have talked about it over and over again. We're like, is this going to happen? I mean, it just seemed unbelievable.
Makes no sense.
But... Okay, from your point of view, but from the point of view of like this is going to be an amazing race, Lieutenant Governor Ainsworth, who has basically been running an 8-year campaign for governor, actually posted him in his running outfit and said, this is going to be a race for the history books, and he is absolutely correct.
Yeah, but if Tuberville gets in, I don't think he's going to get it.
You don't think he's going to get it, or you don't think he's going to run?
No. If Tuberville gets in, Tuberville's going to be the governor.
That's just it. Ainsworth won't just be running against Tuberville. Theoretically, he would be running against Tuberville and Trump.
Right. And he's not going to. He'll run for the Senate seat. I mean, that's what will happen.
I mean, that would make sense.
It makes no sense for him running. Tuberville can do whatever he wants. He gets to decide what he wants to do from here on out. That's just the way it is. He has been a good, active United States senator. He has the backing of Donald Trump. He has done all the right things. You name all the hot button issues in Alabama. And not only has Tuberville been on the right side, he's been in front of every single one of these issues. He has fought for everything from abortion to the latest thing with transgender athletes. He has done all these things. And you don't even have to win. Okay, he didn't have to win those battles.
No, he's winning. He wins the publicity, the headlines.
Correct.
I mean, that is what he is. I mean, not his work as well, but I'd say he's just as known for making these statements, getting out in front of an issue, and being very clear about where it should be going.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. All right, let's talk about Donald Trump here for a second. He has spoken. He gave a joint session speech. It was not a State of the Union, but he did tell us the State of the Union is pretty much good. So it is getting better, and it's back, and everything's going to be amazing. People who watched it loved this thing. They loved it. The numbers he pulled on this thing were really, really good for him. The biggest thing he has going for him is the quality of his enemies. Got some old man shaking a cane at him, telling him he doesn't have a mandate for Medicaid. You have people walking out saying there are no kings in this country. The Democrats are sitting there with a bunch of signs that say Elon Musk is stealing, which makes absolutely no sense. And let's just be completely honest with you. He put them in a position where they weren't cheering a 13-year-old with pediatric cancer or a guy going to West Point. I don't know if you see the videos that they put out since then. There's like some video where AOC's trying like a Street Fighter or something. No, it's going bad for them. Democrats find themselves in a bit of a lost place And Donald Trump just shoved them further down that hallway with his joint session.
It was notable. There was zero unity. There was absolutely zero unity in the message. There was zero support from the opposition side. And that was notable. I would say, I mean, obviously there's going to be some things that they're going to disagree on, but there was not one thing that brought everyone to their feet.
No, the guy is, they're talking about the guy with pediatric cancer. They cut to the crowd and they're on their phone. I mean, it's crazy. And then he calls Elizabeth Warren out to her face, calls her Pocahontas, and she sits there and she's like, I'm smiling, I'm not mad. And it's like, wow.
Okay, I did not notice that part.
Well,
But as far as how did it go, I think it went very well.
It could not go better.
Exactly. It was wildly popular.
And you know what? The polling that he has happening right now, he's 20 points higher on Ukraine than Biden was. The right direction of country. The only problem he's having right now is the economy. And if at this point, 7 to 8 weeks in, we're blaming Donald Trump for the economy, there's some issues. The tariff stuff.
I think there are some issues, but we'll get into our next topic that are still of some concern. But continue.
He's polling well. Okay, let's do it. Let's talk about the Doge cuts here for a second. He's polling well on the Doge cuts as well. We just said there's a good number of people who are going to dislike everything Donald Trump says. I would put those people at 40 to 45%, who it doesn't matter what he does. Doge cuts, positive 54% is polling on that. Even cuts to government employees, polling at over 50%. Elon Musk may be polling negatively on that, but he's running around with a chainsaw, almost gleeful that they're firing people. That is not going to go very well.
No.
But would you like to get rid of waste, fraud, and abuse? Yes. And what's funny is when they go out and they talk about these things, they put these anchors and other people on the position of, we have waste, fraud, and abuse we need to deal with, but this isn't the way to do it, which immediately gives in to their argument that they do need to be doing it.
You said that yourself, like, do it better. I think, okay, so you're not disagreeing with that, that it could be done better, because a lot of the things that they're cuts and things that it's cut out, like, okay, well, that's not really a cut, or they were just wrong, or was the wrong number.
It's happened.
And then a lot of the firings are like, okay, these aren't lawful. We're going to have to bring these people back for a while and go through it through the right course.
And what you have is courts making decisions like that. Donald Trump can't stop aid. That's not going to stand.
No, like the USDA workers.
I heard you. The point I'm making here is...
Don't be rude.
Well, I'm not being rude. I'm just saying what the point I'm making is courts are coming in and saying, oh, you can't do that. And another court's going to come in and go, yes, you can. We've seen this story before.
There is, but it's getting messy. It's messier than it needs to be. I think a lot of people would agree.
The firing of 40,000 people at one agency and 70,000 people at another is going to get messy. But I think at the end of the day, the reason why they're doing it this way is to get it over with. Deal with the fallout. Deal with people being mad.
No, I agree with that. I mean, I think there is a method to the madness, and he wanted to come in, and he wanted to do big things. And I don't think, it might bother some people. Okay, well, this isn't the protocol. This isn't the way it's supposed to be done. It doesn't bother Musk, and it doesn't seem to bother Trump.
It doesn't bother most people. Go look at like a really
the people being fired. They might
be annoyed by that.
Yeah.
But the people, look, I work with a whitey government employee. Excuse me, I live with a whitey government employee. And I'm telling you this right now. Simple fact is this. When they're out there complaining about, oh, we can't this, they've been immune from all the problems the country has felt throughout the course of history. And I know I live in a town where there's tons of them. And I'll tell them to their face. I'll look in the camera and I will say this. You have been immune to a lot of the problems facing the country. And right now, they're directing a little ire in your direction. And if you're complaining about it, most people are going to go,
so is this how the conversation with Cindy, your wife, goes on a daily basis?
I don't know. I didn't listen. But I'm assuming she was saying something along those lines.
Okay.
But yes, that is how the conversation was. There's things she's upset about with how the whole thing is going. And she's not going to get fired. She works for DOD, the defense.
Right.
But the point is this. Nobody likes it when their ox is getting gored. Okay? When you're getting hurt, you don't like it. Okay? Nobody likes that. But the simple fact is, they've been abused.
No, it's true. I agree with you. And all the holidays off. I know.
Well, I don't care about any of that, but I like, because when Grant's home, she's home, so that's fine with me. All right, moving on. Let's talk about this time change. We're running out of time here for this, and everyone seems to love this topic. I hate this topic. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. The only reason I want them to change the time is so I never have to hear about this again. That is the main reason why I would like to do it. Keep daylight savings time, add 2 hours. I don't care. Set the time and leave it alone so I don't have to hear about this anymore. Now we have Mike Rogers, who's on this. He's pushing this. Tommy Tuberville's been a big part of this. Marco Rubio was big on this, but now he's off doing the Secretary of State stuff. A Florida grad, by the way. The fact here is very simple. Who cares?
Oh, that's terrible. People love this topic.
I know they do.
People love this topic.
Yes.
And
people
Rogers,
also like watching car crashes on the news.
Stop it. Rogers legislation actually makes it the state's decision. And here in Alabama, it's already set up. They want.
Idea.
Why?
It's just the state's decision. We're just gonna. So Tennessee already they split theirs. It's a mess there. And now we have Florida with a different time.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But
look, Alabama's in a lot of national championship games. National championship games are now played on Monday night. Put a bill with the Alabama legislature that says we move forward. Oh, we're going to be Mountain Time so we can watch more of those games. Okay, that's what we're going to do. I mean, letting the states decide is a terrible idea. You
know what's really great about this topic is that we learned the most about it. We went to the Wiregrass to talk to the Wiregrass Women's Republican. You were there, Deborah Boy's group, yes. And they had a great conversation. And if you remember, the people who I guess were most studied on the issue were actually against making it permanent.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, when you say make it permanent, which one do you mean?
A daylight savings, sorry.
Okay. I mean, it's just a confusing conversation.
The exact same topic that we have been discussing this entire time.
I wasn't asking it as if you didn't know. What I was asking it is, because a lot of people say make it permanent. Well, make what? The hour before, the hour after, 6 hours ahead of time? I don't even know. Because the simple fact is that this issue will not change my life in one bit.
Okay, but you asked, will this ever actually happen? And
I forgot I asked that.
Okay, my answer is if Trump decides that it should happen, it would happen.
Yeah, he's going with Tuberville, because Tuberville was the last person he talked about it with. Yeah. I mean, he talked to somebody else, we're going to have a completely different answer. I hate this story.
Great,
I'm just going to throw it out there.
Thank you. I added this, so thank you.
No, it's fine. It's a good topic. I just personally hate it. When we come back, Jeremy Walker will be with us. He's with the state's realtors. We'll have a conversation with him. Stay tuned. It's Alabama Politics This Week.
Fox 54 Plus is your streaming home for news from the world of sports. Join the Fox 54 sports team for local highlights and insights. Stream Fox 54 Sports Extra anytime on Fox 54 Plus. Live, local, and always on.
Every year in Alabama, we miss out on between $65 and $90 million in tax revenue by not legalizing sports betting here in our state. Money that can be used to improve our roads and bridges, or elevate our school systems and support our first responders. Contact your legislator to ensure sports betting is legalized in Alabama. Learn more at betonalabama.com.
You work hard to earn little escapes because doing your best means being your best. So let us help you discover your best at Premier Dental Spa. With our unique blend of cosmetic, dental, and spa-like aesthetic services, you'll leave feeling relaxed, refreshed, and renewed. Make sure the best you is here to stay and book your appointment online today at premierdentalspa.com.
Hey folks, Dale Jackson here for University Kia. This is my son Grant. He's a busy guy. Chess, piano, basketball, wrestling, baseball, you name it. There's probably some stuff that I missed that my wife will be mad about, but here's the thing. It's important to have reliable transportation. And my friends at University Kia, they take great care of me. I've been driving Sportages my entire life. My wife drives a Telluride now, and it is the perfect vehicle for the busy family. Folks, University Kia, let them take care of you like they've taken care of my family. That's University Kia. Learn more at universitykia.com.
Tom, Grant and Dale Jackson sent you.
Want fun, safe, intelligent fitness programming? Want to build muscular strength, cardiovascular endurance, drastically improve range of motion and mobility, and learn proper nutrition to fuel your life with energy and emotional health? Well, come find out why Iron Tribe Fitness is ranked one of the top 5 fitness programs in America. Come find out why personal training and intentionally working on your current movement patterns individually is not only important, it's just another core value that separates Iron Tribe Fitness from other fitness facilities.
To learn how to get your 2-week free pass, go to irontribefitness.com. What if this happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new Care Watch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The Care Watch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. The Care Watch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your Care Watch right now. What if you could make a free phone call and reduce your car payment by as much as $83 a month? Right now, you could be paying as high as 20% interest. Your new interest rate could be reduced to as low as 2.48%. You can refinance any existing car loan or leased car and save money every month. Take 5 minutes of your time right now. Make this free phone call and learn how to save hundreds of dollars a year by refinancing your existing car loan.
Get Fox 54 Plus everywhere you stream. Watch local newscasts live or on your schedule, plus exclusive specials like Weekend Review, a recap of the week's top stories. Fox 54 Plus, live, local, and always on. Fox 54 Plus is your streaming home for news from the world of sports. Get the latest scoop on Bama straight from the coach's mouth. Stream the Kalen DeBoer Show anytime on Fox 54 Plus, live, local, and always on.
Welcome back to Alabama Politics This Week. I am Dale Jackson. With me, as always, Mecca Musick.
And this week we have Jeremy Walker, the CEO of the Alabama Association of Realtors.
All right, when we talk about realtors, the first thing that comes up is what's going on with the market. We have a bunch of stuff to talk about. There's interest rates. There's a bunch of FBI agents moving to the state. There's Doge cuts. There's all sorts of stuff. Space Command we can talk about in North Alabama. Lots of stuff going on. New president. If we're looking at the state of Alabama as a whole with the real estate market, hot, cold, getting hotter, what's happening?
Getting hotter in January. So good news on the way. We had a very positive month, really the best month we've had in over 12 months in January.
What do you attribute that to?
Well, I think the elections really had people on the sideline. You know, when things are shaky, people pause. Interest rates have come down a little bit, and the weather's warming up. So that always increases opportunity.
Talk to us a little bit about some of the uncertainty that some of the communities, especially North Alabama, where it's very federal worker heavy, is that affecting the housing market, or do you foresee it to be affecting the housing market here?
Well, I think it's a great point. We haven't seen it yet, but I think predictably that could have a big impact because we are so federally heavy in Huntsville. But in the future, we hope that's going to settle out. And if we get 5,000 new FBI workers in Huntsville, that's going to help.
500.
500? Okay. Well,
I hope it's 5,000. Yeah.
Or Space Command.
Well, Space Command,
yeah.
Space Command, but you've got so many wonderful things happening in Huntsville. Hopefully that's going to settle out.
What about the state overall?
State overall, again, it was positive in January. Last year was slower. A lot of things that have been headwinds, interest rates. Right now, 70% of Alabamians have an interest rate below 5%. You know, so you're not in a rush to trade in that for a 7% mortgage.
Absolutely. Talk to me a little bit about legislative efforts. The session is underway, and I know that there's been HB 230. Talk to me about that and any other efforts that are happening right now in Montgomery.
So we're involved in a number of things, from tort reform efforts to reduce lawsuits against small business owners, a business effort to increase transparency in local business license fees, and then a major issue for our members and home buyers dealing with buyer agency agreements. There was a major lawsuit 2 years ago and a settlement as a result of that, but it required a very arbitrary thing of buyer agency agreements before someone can see a house. Consumers hate it, our members hate it, and the Department of Justice came out against it as well and said it's bad for consumers, it's bad for the market. So legislators fortunately saw that, and we were able to get a bill passed yesterday through the Senate.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I don't think people would like that very much.
No, absolutely. I don't think that'd be a popular issue. What are some other legislative efforts happening?
Well, the business license bill, just coming back to that, you know, every business wants to contribute to the community. But sometimes we have cities, not certainly in Huntsville, you guys have got one of the best cities in Alabama, but in some communities where people are being overcharged. And when they show up and say, hey, you've taxed my business the wrong way, they don't get a very sympathetic ear all the time at City Hall. And so we want them to be able to appeal to the Alabama Tax Tribunal free of charge, to get a second set of eyes on that, to be sure that people are paying only what they're supposed to pay. Nobody wants to sue their city government. And so it's a really good bill. We're excited about it. Senator Clyde Chambliss is carrying that.
So people might not associate that with the Alabama Association of Realtors, but obviously it affects people who live here. So would you say that it's not just real estate bills and legislation that y'all advocate for?
Well, definitely not. We're involved in anything that helps grow the state. We've got 19,000 small business owners. Every one of our agents is running their own business, so to speak, and we're very proud of them. We want to do everything we can to help them.
Okay, now this is a question, and my mother was a realtor, and I never really understand it. There's a difference between a realtor and a real estate agent. Well, tell us now on air so everybody can understand it.
I'm so glad you asked. So a realtor holds himself to a higher ethical standard. We have a code of ethics. We're very proud of the brand. A real estate agent is someone who's not a member of the organization. They may not adhere to a code of ethics out there. So in Alabama, probably 80% of the real estate licensees out there are members of our organization. They're realtors. And so we're proud of them, and they do a great job.
Let me ask this question. Realtor or realtor?
Realtor.
It's amazing how often you hear it the other way. Are you one of the guys who corrects it?
I don't. I think in the Deep South, that's rude. You never want to correct someone. At least that was the way my grandparents raised me. But people certainly say realtor.
Realtor.
But it's realtor.
I mean, they throw it all out there. And again, there's, like you said, there's 19,000 different real estate agents in the entire...
Realtors.
Realtors in the state of Alabama. That's a lot of people doing that work and getting out there. It's a good job to have if you're good at it, and that's the whole goal, is education, to get them better at it and better serve people. So we appreciate you coming in here.
Well, I have one more question.
Yeah,
Look in the crystal ball. Will interest rates continue to fall?
I think it depends on a number of factors. I mean, the trade war stuff is alarming. I think that obviously affects the economy in a major way. It's going to affect construction. These immigration bills that are moving through, I think, affect our labor in the construction marketplace. Anyone that's doing roofing or framing, these are jobs that many people don't want to do. And so when we lose some of our immigrant labor force, that's going to have a negative impact on new construction and housing in general.
There we go.
Jeremy Walker, CEO of the Alabama Association of Realtors. Realtors.
Get it right. Thank you very much, Tim, for being here. We'll continue to speak on those issues and with him in the future. I'm Dale Jackson. This is Mecca Musick. Mecca's leaving, so the show's going to get a lot better.
I am losing.
Maybe. I can't even say it. Stay tuned. It's Alabama Politics this week.
Fox 54 Plus is your streaming home for news from the world of sports. Join the Fox 54 sports team for local highlights and insights. Stream Fox 54 Sports Extra anytime on Fox 54 Plus. Live, local, and always on.
You work hard to earn little escapes because doing your best means being your best. So let us help you discover your best at Premier Dental Spa. With our unique blend of cosmetic, dental, and spa-like aesthetic services, you'll leave feeling relaxed, refreshed, and renewed. Make sure the best you is here to stay and book your appointment online today at premierdentalspa.com.
Hey folks, Dale Jackson here for University Kia. This is my son Grant. He's a busy guy. Chess, piano, basketball, wrestling, baseball, you name it. There's probably some stuff that I missed that my wife will be mad about, but here's the thing. It's important to have reliable transportation. And my friends at University Kia, they take great care of me. I've been driving Sportages my entire life. My wife drives a Telluride now, and it is the perfect vehicle for the busy family. Folks, University Kia, let them take care of you like they've taken care of my family. That's University Kia. Learn more at universitykia.com.
Tom, Grant and Dale Jackson sent you.
Every year in Alabama, we miss out on between $65 and $90 million in tax revenue by not legalizing sports betting here in our state. Money that can be used to improve our roads and bridges, or elevate our school systems and support our first responders. Contact your legislator to ensure sports betting is legalized in Alabama. Learn more at betonalabama.com.
Want fun, safe, intelligent fitness programming? Want to build muscular strength, cardiovascular endurance, drastically improve range of motion and mobility, and learn proper nutrition to fuel your life with energy and emotional health? Well, come find out why Iron Tribe Fitness is ranked one of the top 5 fitness programs in America. Come find out why personal training and intentionally working on your current movement patterns individually is not only important, it's just another core value that separates Iron Tribe Fitness from other fitness facilities.
To learn how to get your 2-week free pass, go to irontribefitness.com.
Here's an important message from the U.S. Med Diabetes Solution Center. If you have diabetes, you know the pain of pricking your fingers. But now, by wearing a small device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce your pain right away. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you use insulin daily, you might be eligible to get your own continuous glucose monitor. Call the U.S. Med Diabetes Solution Center to learn about this groundbreaking new CGM technology. If you have Medicare or private insurance, call to see if you qualify for a CGM at little or no cost. Shipping is free and will even bill your insurance company for you. U.S. Med is the #1 rated supplier on Google and Facebook reviews. So call us right now to see if you qualify for a CGM at little or no cost. U.S. Med. Better service. Better care.
Car payment by as much as $83 a month. Right now, you could be paying as high as 20% interest. Your new interest rate could be reduced to as low as 2.48%. You can refinance any existing car loan or leased car and save money every month. Take 5 minutes of your time right now. Make this free phone call and learn how to save hundreds of dollars a year by refinancing your existing car loan.
Get Fox 54 Plus everywhere you stream. Watch local newscasts live or on your schedule, plus exclusive specials like Weekend Review, a recap of the week's top stories. Fox 54 Plus, live, local, and always on.
Welcome back to Alabama Politics. This week, I am Dale Jackson. Thank you very much for being here. We're jumping into our party shot. But before I do, let me remind you, head on over to yellowhammernews.com, sign up for my email blast, and you'll get the 7 things you should be talking about today every single day delivered to your email inbox. That's yellowhammernews.com. Right now, though, let's go ahead and jump over to the party shot. My party shot this week is directed at all those people who think, yeah, we need to have a bunch of town halls where members of Congress show up and get yelled at so they can be placed on MSNBC and on the local news. Now, whatever. Town halls are what they are. Congressman stands up, listens to his constituents. They talk about the things that bother them, and then they try to move on and fix some of those issues. The question is, how effective are they? Well, sometimes they can be effective if the issues are the issues actually affecting the constituents in the community, constituent services and stuff like that. If it is about screaming about whatever the current day issue is, like Elon Musk cutting this or Medicaid being cut, which is not happening, it has been talked about a bunch of different times, they're not going to do that. You're asking these members of Congress to set up events, summon the media to these events so you can make them look bad while they stand there and have to respond respectfully to people telling them that they're crooks, that they're going to be defeated, that they're letting Elon Musk steal your social security numbers. Whatever it is, it's not going to happen. And my advice to every member of Congress that watches this, and I know there are multiple ones who do so, do not hold these town halls. Not in this environment. It's just not worth it. There really is no reason to do so. Do your constituent outreach, serve your constituents, but you're under no obligation to stand in front of them and get yelled at. Just no reason to do it. Thank you very much for watching and listening to Alabama Politics this week all over the great state of Alabama. We'll be back next week. Talk to you soon.
Every year in Alabama, we miss out on between $65 and $90 million in tax revenue by not legalizing sports betting here in our state. Money that can be used to improve our roads and bridges, or elevate our school systems and support our first responders. Contact your legislator to ensure sports betting is legalized in Alabama. Learn more at betonalabama.com.
hard to earn little escapes because doing your best means being your best. So let us help you discover your best at Premier Dental Spa. With our unique blend of cosmetic, dental, and spa-like aesthetic services, you'll leave feeling relaxed, refreshed, and renewed. Make sure the best you is here to stay and book your appointment online today at premierdentalspa.com.